Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are doing great. Happy Thursday. Hope that the week has been treating you guys well. Hope that you're staying healthy and happy, all those good things. um, Ironically enough, who's on at the same exact time as me? I'm like, oh, come on, because I was already like prepping and stuff. I go to like hit the live button, I had everything set up, and then I look and I see the notification. I'm like, damn it. But yeah, it's okay. That just means that that's happened. But my girl from Phoenix Priestess, my girl Allie, my Souli, bestie, all that. Yeah, she is live at the same time. So for people who follow both of us, if you want to, go back and forth, or you want to check her out and then me later, vice versa, no bad blood. Check my girl out. Because like I said, she's live right now, so I gotta make sure I hit her up with that replay later. But yeah, I hope that you guys are well. Like I said before, and as you guys kind of start trickling in, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you like what you see here and decide to stick around, check out, the vibe, see how it goes. This might be a good little place for you to, rest your spiritual head and just, get those messages. And yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff to help support the channel and to be tapped in and locked in with us here on this channel and with the collective. And for those of you who've already been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back and thank you for the continued support. So with all that said, if you saw in the what you call it, the title, this is just going to be a general message, a blind, we're going to do a blind Celtic cross reading. So we literally have no idea what the message is going to be about. And I'll follow up with some oracle after, doing something a little bit different. Usually I do oracle first and then I do the tarot portion. But yeah, I like how it went the last time. I feel like we got a lot of insight before doing it that way. So we're going to do it again like that today. So yeah, we're going to see what Spirit has to say for you guys when it comes to what you guys need to know at this time for your highest good. We're going to do a quick little mantra. Hey Marilyn, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome. Yeah, so let's get started. We are going to just dive in. We're going to split this deck and see what's going on. Let's do a quick little mantra before we start. Spirit, only let positive energy into this reading. Show the collective what they need to see at this time for their highest good. Clearest and most accurate messages, please and thank you. Let's get started, guys. All right. Hey Joanne, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so when we split the deck, we have, ooh, I like it. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, and we also have the Chariot. So just by splitting the deck, I'm getting that you guys are moving into a place of independence, working on, your finances and stuff, getting things in order. That's what I'm picking up on so far. Let me know if that resonates as these messages start to come out. But yeah, I did hear raise. I'm not sure if somebody's about to get a raise or a promotion, or somebody's moving on from a job to be able to obtain a better position and or pay. Let me know if that resonates with somebody. Somebody might also be thinking about starting a business. Let me know if any of that resonates so far. We haven't pulled any cards yet, but there is an energy kind of coming through that could be a possibility. Let's get some shuffles, and then we're gonna get these messages out and see what you guys need to know. And if it's not like about actual like monetary stuff, it could also be about moving on from feeling like you have been codependent on something or someone. I did just hear that. So let's say if you're not thinking about leaving the job or anything like that, that could be something that's going on too. All right. Let's see. Ooh, we have the Justice card here on the bottom. So there is an energy of the scales balancing. getting your karmic justice. And that looks different for everybody, right? Everybody's got different things going on, but the scales are balancing. So I do like to see that energy. It means that you guys have learned a lot of things. You've done a lot of work, and you're going to be able to see this energy of successfully completing something and being able to move forward. Hey, we got my sister Lati here from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get. Check her out, guys. That is one of my homies right there. That is my sister, part of the Soul Tribe. You will not be disappointed, I will tell you that. Hey Hachi, how are you? Welcome back. Yes, I'd love to see you guys coming in. I love it, I love it, I love it. Love you guys. We have Knight of Cups here on the top of the deck. So there could be some type of offer getting ready to come in. It could be romantic. Don't know yet. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper, of course. Middle of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords here in the middle of the deck. And we also have another one of my sisters here. We have Intuitive Interactions. Check her out. Amazing. These are the people who I go to for guidance. Okay, check them out. So we have Intuitive Interactions. I'm like, wow, my knee hurts, and I realized I have a scrape on it from earlier when I was fighting with one of my students. Like, what is that? I gotta get used to bumps and bruises again, guys. I haven't had to deal with that for a couple of years, so this is different. I'm like, damn, I was getting my ass kicked the past few days. But yeah, you know, I got headbutted in the head today on the side. Thank God I got these thick ass fucking faux locks in, because I didn't feel it that much, but it was like right there, like right at the cusp of like my temple. I was like, shit. If I did not have this, I would have probably had to go to the hospital. I would probably had a concussion. But it's all right. I'm all right. We rocking it out. Hey, Kenneth, how are you? Oh, man, I love being able to laugh and joke around about what I do for work. You know, we all do it in here sometimes. But yes, like I was saying before, guys, there could be something about a romantic gesture getting ready to come in. Hi, Ren. You might be getting ready to refuse a romantic gesture with this Four of Cups in the middle of the deck here. Interesting. Maybe a karmic is about to try to spin the block. No, thank you. We don't want that. Oh, guys, it has been it's been over a week. I've been back to work with the kids for 3 days, and I got some stories for you guys, but I'll tell you later. I don't want to, you know, mess up the message by talking. Oh my God, yesterday too, because I didn't talk to y'all yet. Thank you so much, Marilyn. I appreciate that, and I'm sure you're beautiful too. You're probably such a beautiful soul, and I appreciate you. Oh gosh, well, I will show you guys this very, very gnarly bruise that I have right here. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, oh, damn. On that lighting, you can see that pretty good. Yeah, y'all see that. Now y'all see I'm you know, I'm a little darker complected, right? But y'all see, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. And I got bit, but I don't think that bruise will show up. You might not see that. You know, it doesn't really show up. It's more like it's like in the muscle versus an actual bruise. You know what I mean? So I got bit here, and I got bit here too. Can you see that? No. Yeah, like I said, those are more like it's in the muscle, so it's not. Yeah, it's not like an actual bruise, but it's like when it's like a, I guess we would say like a contusion. It's more like a contusion. So like it's raised. Actually, you might be able to see like it's a little bit swollen. You see it dips and then comes back up. Yeah, that was from a bite. So, and then I have this on my thumb because my student scratched me at the knuckle. You can see the blood coming through the bandage. Like I like, you know, I really do get my ass kicked at work, guys. But you know, I've been doing this going on 8 years. You know, just doing the damn thing. You know. All right. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep on talking about work. Oh, I get beat up all the time. I work with kids with special needs. That's just what I do. All right. But yes, look. I'm strong. I'm strong. We strong, baby. We strong. We got this. All right. So the overall energy, guys, as we continue going with the reading, you know, we poke fun and stuff like that, right? Um, Strength, right? You guys are very strong individuals. The sun all of a sudden is trying to come out. It was just raining a little while ago. Um, and it came out along with the Six of Swords. So we are getting this energy of, you know, maybe finding strength to move on past something. And being that we did pick up on this energy initially about, wow, that sun is very bright all of a sudden. Where's that coming from? Like even through the blackout curtains, it got really, really bright. I could see it. Um, Very, very strong. So I am getting like seeing the brighter side of things. That's what I'm kind of getting. The brighter side of the circumstances. It could have been, yeah, we're not doing this. Yeah, you're done. Not doing that. Anywho's, yeah. So one of the things that we picked up on initially was this energy of independence and moving on from something. And now we have this again. So there's this strength of moving on from something, becoming independent. So if it's a job, right? Maybe you know, you're thinking about branching out to being your own independent person and, you know, starting a business, or you're moving on to a different company where you're going to have a higher position and or pay. I'm getting something like that so far. For others, it could be something more like, you know, it could be a familial thing, because that has been an energy that's been showing up a lot. You know, working on not relying on people anymore so that you can focus on yourself. I'm getting something like that. So I'm getting a couple of different things. All right, let's see. Ooh, the Magician. You guys are manifesting. I like that. 1221 when I looked up. The number 3 could be very important for someone. The Magician here. And the thing is, you guys have been through something though. We have that 10 of Swords again. So you might have been through something that has been very difficult, painful, and that could be one of the things that you're working on freeing yourself from. The reason why you heard that weird sound is because it's this like plastic thing, and you know, it's on the couch. So like I'm trying to push it, and I'm like, oh, I can't really, you know, push it without it making that weird sound. Promise I didn't pass gas or anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am getting something along those lines. And yeah, sometimes you have to accept, you know, when you have to move on and walk away. It's giving me something like that. Oh, it's fine. They were just you know, doing the whole like spamming the comment section, but no worries, you're good, babe. I appreciate you. All right, so let's keep going, my loves. All right, what's the challenge here with this? What's the challenge that the collective should be aware of? Whoa. All right, so we got, okay, it's way too many cards. I'm gonna, that's the thing, these all turned up. Well, we'll go with it. Usually I don't take this many cards at once, but we're gonna go with it because they all came out at the same time, and it does seem like there's a message here that you guys are meant to receive from these particular cards. I do feel it. We have the Judgment. So there is an energy of you guys, you know, using your better judgment, right? Of understanding what needs to be done, excuse me, of how to move forward, right? Especially with this 5 of Swords with it. They came out together. Accepting defeat. Understanding when it's okay to walk away. And will there will there be a little bit of confusion sometimes? Yeah. With the Seven of Cups here, there could be a little bit of confusion about how to do things, right? How to move about the circumstances that you might be in. Excuse my cat. My mom just went to the bathroom, and now she wants to go in my mom's room, and my mom's like, absolutely not. I have to go to work. So, otherwise she'd be like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So now she wants to go in there. That's why she's making all that noise. She'll be back in here in a second and be quiet and stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go check her. Ren, teacher gloves. That is all done. Say that all day. But yes. Anywho, so I am getting this energy, right? You might get in your head, you might do a lot of thinking, and you're just like, or the emotions get in the way. You're just like, should I not? In and out a little bit, and it's like, bro, you know, at this point, you kind of know, right? You're in the know of exactly what's happening. You have to just find that source of strength within yourself, that willpower, right, to, move on. Because the thing is this. There will be delays with this Ace of Wands in the reverse. There are things that you want to do. 1616 when I looked up. There are things that you want to do. And, there's something within you, right? There's this fire that might be getting lit up, igniting. But then you stay stuck in your circumstances way longer than you should. And it could be a work-related thing with this Three of Pentacles here. There also could be some type of secrecy. That's not for everybody. But I'm getting people who do a little of this, chit-chatting about other people in the workplace, maybe some haters behind the scenes. Be mindful of those people. Try to weed them out. Figure out who people are. You know what I mean? Because everybody has different intentions, right? People come in your work life, right? Definitely getting something work related. They'll act like throat chakra. I'm trying to close up as I'm saying this message. Excuse me. And it's like, they talk a lot when you're not around, but they don't say it to your face. And I'm getting people who wear the fake plastic smiles. That's what I'm picking up on. Oh, and thank you, Marilyn. You say you like my nails. Thank you. That's one of the only things I do nice for myself. I get my pedicure every month, and I get my nails. And, the little bit of eyebrows that I still have left, I get those done. Yeah, I am a millennial, and I did go through the whole very, very, tweezed out, thin ass eyebrow phase. And they're still, they're suffering a little bit. And, they're there, but oh my gosh, like, they are definitely not as, they could have been a lot thicker than this. Like, I look at my brothers, and their eyebrows are fucking gorgeous. They have a natural arch, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? My mom and I, we got like a little more, they're there, we got little nice little arches going on too. But like, I'm like, how the fuck y'all get these nice ass eyebrows? and Mom and I are left with these real sparse ones. Like their eyebrows are so nice. Like, if it's one of those things where I wish I could show you a picture, like, in the comment section, like, look at my dad. Y'all be like, damn. I'll be like, don't try to date my dad. But just, that's a picture of my dad. Oh my God. When I was a kid, when my dad would pick me from school, that's your dad? And I'm like, ew, you guys are fucking bros. Little fast asses. Stop it. Crazy. But yeah. And then, like, my little brother's, like, very handsome too. My brother John, named after my dad, looks just like my dad. Beautiful eyebrows. My little brother Carlos, he looks like a mix between both my parents, and he has like this long, like, curly hair. John has almost straight hair. That's that Cape Verdean in us. Almost straight. And Carlos has like this big, beautiful curly hair. Not like my hair. If you guys have seen my hair is like an afro. My brother does not have hair or my brothers don't have hair like that at all. But we all look alike at the same time. It's really weird. Genetics can be weird, right? But yeah, so funny. Anywho, let me get back to the reading. Um, yeah, like you know what I do? I grow out my natural nails because like these are my actual like nails. Oh, damn, this bandage is disgusting. This is how you know working with little kids, nasty. I just put this on a few hours ago. It's disgusting. Um, but yeah, this is gonna come off. I'm gonna change it. But I just get acrylic on my real nails, and then I look on Pinterest, and then I get nail designs from there, and I go to my nail tech, and she does them. That's what I do. This bandage is disgusting. Oh wow, I haven't even had it on that long. Goes to show, like working with kids, no matter how many times you wash your hands. Um, Temperance, balancing things out. Yeah. All right, let me get back to reading because I'm yapping a little too much. I'm in a good mood, so like sometimes when I'm in a good mood, I talk too much. But then when I'm in a bad mood, I do the same thing. There's really no balance. Gotta work on these things. But I appreciate you guys for entertaining 2121. Entertaining this reading. We have my girl, readings by Spiritualist Joy. Joy is amazing. Another one of my girls who I just absolutely adore, who I go to for support and things like that. She's just so amazing what she does. So grateful for her. And that is somebody who you guys definitely should reach out to for readings and stuff. Because, like, go check her out. Because her readings are so on point all the time. Just saying. Just saying. All right, tell us more, Spirit. It's the conscious thoughts and stuff around this. Conflict with this Five of Wands here. Very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna see what this is about because there is conflict. I am wondering, especially because we were talking about this, is mostly about as the left side of my nose is starting to itch. For some of you, when you take the messages as they resonate, but there could have been a lot of competition, like within the workplace or something. People who you thought like, oh, and remember I said something about like plastic smiles, people who are real fake, talking about you behind your back type shit. They might feel threatened by you. So there could have been like this thing about competition. You might start recognizing it, or you might have already done so. You're like, I don't know if I trust these niggas. Yeah. Like I feel like you guys are in an energy where you care about people, you love people. You're a healing energy. And some people, your light irritates their demons, is what I'm kind of getting. I'm also getting that there's something about you almost like being like almost like in the spotlight. I'm getting that a little bit too. And there's competition, and you're starting to realize, okay, well, I think this person, they pretend to be something that they're not because of what I'm able to do. I'm getting something like that. This is giving you work related. Oof. The devil. Child. Yeah. People definitely have, it's giving me envy vibes. Like, it's definitely giving envy. Yeah, you guys are like peacemakers and shit with this temperance, right? You guys are very, very just cool, chill. And you're just trying to, you're trying to just chill, man. And people are in a weird place, a weird energy. And it's like, you're just trying to, be in a really peaceful place, but not everybody feels the same way or looks at things the same as you. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Jagriti? Hope I said that right. Amarakriti. This is a collective. Collective means it's a message that, thank you, Lati. A message for everybody. Like, so if you watch it, there could be a message here that you might resonate with. Something that could be going on in your own life, but it's not personal readings at this time. I love. But if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before, and if I have, I apologize for not remembering. But if you would like to stay around, you can. I'll greatly appreciate that. See if there's a message in here that's for you as well. All right, let's see. What else is going on with you guys? So what's maybe going on behind the scenes or maybe in the subconscious right now at this time for you guys? I'm just move these cards over a little bit so space because they're bigger cards. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Tell us more. Thank you. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So what I'm kind of getting is, I think that you guys worry about, for those of you who end up resonating with this, there is something that you have put a lot of effort into, right? A lot of time, and you've invested that energy, and you're like, it makes it difficult to find like that sense of, that connection in your mind where you're like, okay, I have to make this judgment call and find this willpower within myself to say, okay, it's time to kind of accept that things are just, it's just not going to work, whatever it is. So again, the main thing I'm picking up right now is work, but it's going to look different for everybody. For some, it could be a friend group. For some, it could be, a connection, a romantic connection, different for everybody. But there is something about, that confusion, right? That comes through, and you're like, I don't know what to do. It's like you do know what to do. You know something feels amiss, but actually finding the strength within yourself to remove yourself from it, that's where it gets kind of, convoluted. Yeah, see? We saw this earlier in the reading before we even did anything. We didn't pull any cards. It was a split in the deck. We saw the Chariot. So I believe it was the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles, right? And we were talking about like that sense of freeing yourself from something, independence. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. There's something that could be literally, making you feel so depleted, whether it's financially or energetically, whatever the case. You know that you don't want to be there anymore, whatever it is. It's time to close it out with the world. It's like deep down, this is just more like a confirmation of what you already know, basically, which is honestly what most readings are, right? A lot of times we already kind of know this stuff. This is more of a confirmation of the things that we already know, so that we can, hopefully make the decisions necessary to be able to, move forward, right? So let me know if that resonates with you guys so far. All right, tell us more. What is the recent past energy? What's the recent past? Recent past for the collective spirit. For some most accurate messages, please and thank you. It was officially on the spread, the Chariot, and we saw it numerous times now. Yeah, they're like, yeah, man. For some of you for some of you, you already moved on from something. For others, you might still be kind of teeter-tottering. It depends on where you are. But it is giving like this energy of stop. Cut it out. An energy of moving on. I'm getting past maybe heartbreak or disappointments. There's something that has just not sat well with you, and you're like, okay, I know I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta find my peace and harmony and balance within myself again. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are already on that part of your journey, but everybody's in different places, right? So, only take the messages as they resonate, of course. But yeah, for some of you, it could have something to do with like something very foundational. It could be about family, with this Four of Wands in the middle of the deck. Marriage, that kind of thing. anything that might have even provided a sense of like community or stability. Again, everybody's going through different things, right? So only take the messages as they resonate. I see some messages coming through. I'm sorry, guys. Let me look up real quick. Hey, Kai, how are you? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We also have the Phoenix Priestess, who I already shouted out earlier in the reading because we went on at the same time. I was like, oh, come on. Really? Literally. I had already prepped everything. So I went to the bathroom and stuff. And then, I went to like hit the, go live or whatever. I had everything set up. And then I look real quick at like my notifications. I'm like, so I missed the call and you went live. I'm like, you can't make this shit up. So I'm like, damn it. But I'm gonna catch you, right? I'm gonna catch you. I always try to make sure I catch my girls. But yes, I love you guys. I'm so appreciative. So like I said, I have, some of my soulies here, my sisters, okay? We got Lati from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. We have Allie from the Phoenix Priestess. If you scrub a little bit further, we also have Intuitive Interactions, Buki. Okay, Buki, all my girls, amazing. I love the fact that we have people coming in who have been supporting the channel for a bit and bringing their beautiful vibes back. We have some new folks too, so we're gonna keep on rocking with this reading and seeing what else comes out. But I appreciate you guys very, very much. But yes, a quick synopsis of what we're getting in this reading is this energy of, kind of finding a sense of independence and freeing yourself, moving forward from certain situations and or people. Very heavy on a job situation, but that's going to be different for everybody, of course. But I do feel like, you guys have just been trying to, not be confused about it. I am also getting a little bit of a gossipy energy, whether it's like in a friend group or at work. Throat chakra acting weird now all of a sudden. It was acting weird before, right when I was talking about the same topic. Yeah, there could be people who feel like they're in competition with you. And you're just trying to, you trying to keep the peace, man. You're just trying to work, do your job, or be cool with people or whatever. And people, they be doing what they do. So, just understanding, like sometimes, you put all that effort and time into certain people or situations. It doesn't mean that you're meant to stay there. It just doesn't. You know what I mean? So it might be time to move on for some of you. Some of you guys are already in that process, and others, have done it already. So yeah, it's time to reject all the bullshit, right? Anything that makes you feel like a sense of apathy within yourself, time to reject that, whatever that looks like for you. Different situations for different people, being that this is a collective message. Tell us more. What's the incoming? King of Pentacles. Nice. Yeah, let go and let God. That's right. Okay, so incoming energy, King of Pentacles. Let's check out the surrounding energy first. Ooh, Page of Swords. I almost said Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Makes a lot of sense. We were talking about a sense of confusion, indecision type of vibes. With this Two of Swords here on the top. And Knight of Wands. So I do feel like there's going to be like this movement forward of just saying, you know what, I gotta go after what I gotta go after. I can't stay in these circumstances much longer. I think you guys are going to be doing a lot of like just watch. I heard people watching people around you and their energies. I'm also getting maybe research. So maybe like if you're looking for a new job, for instance, really doing your research on said jobs, right? I heard Indeed. So on Indeed, one of the things I think, and I also heard Glassdoor. If you're looking for a new job, one of the things I'm picking up on is this might be a time to, like, if you're looking for something, look at the reviews of a job or a company or whatever before you accept even an interview. Ren, cut it out. Teacher voice. Teacher voice. um, yep, and then she came right back in here. Yeah, all done, Ren. I literally talk to her like my student sometimes. And she knows, she understands. That's all done. No, thank you. But yes. Sorry. That's literally what I have to do at work sometimes. Like I start off here and then it has to incrementally get to that point. Like when you're whooping my ass, like now I have to turn up on you. Professionally though. She literally came back in here, now she's looking at me. Yeah, cut it out. You're all done with that. And then I give him a hug after. How about that for mixed emotions and confusion? But anyways, no, because I always want my students to know I love them. Like I don't ever want them to think like they're in trouble. Like you're not in trouble, but you do need to cut the shit. You know what I mean? Like all fucking done. Like not actually saying fucking, but you know what I mean. Hi, Ren. After I yelled at you, hey baby. Okay. But yes, but I'm also getting something about stability, right? It's like, and I think that's why I'm picking up on this really heavy, like, looking for a new job type of vibes. Check out, Indeed and all that stuff. Like I said, when it comes to like the reviews of a company, yeah, keep your guard up a little bit, right? The same way like interviewers, in jobs or whatever, companies, like they do all of their, their vetting and stuff. We gotta do the same thing as somebody who's gonna work for a fucking place. I don't think that we think about, a lot of us don't think about that enough. Look at the fucking vibe. Read the room before you even get there, because people be on some bullshit. Oh, they want to go asking you all these stupid ass questions. You can start asking fucking questions too. Like, oh, why is your turnover rate so high? Why are you guys having this opening at this job right now? Oh, interesting. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Let me see what my girl's saying. Ren, get out of here. Here, moving the damn camera and shit. Or the phone, I should say. Damn, I have to check out my girl's reading. She said that a lot of the messages are the same. That's how we know, man. We are so locked in. The fact that we went on practically at the same time. As I'm prepping for my reading, you go on. I come back, I go, and I'm like, oh shit. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. She says not your voice is in your mouth. Oh man. I gave her the Ike Turner story. The Ike Turner stare. Lawrence Fishburne. All I need is like the little bowl cut. All right, guys, let's keep going. Oh, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. Ooh. I was about to ask, okay, so what is the attitude, right, surrounding all this? The tower. The tower. And it makes sense. I mean, things feel fucking shaken up. You're just trying to figure it all out. You're like, I don't know what's happening. Hi Afia, how are you? Hey Vin, how are you? Guys, I will say this. Welcome for both of you guys. However, I will say this. You're more than welcome to stay, but this is a collective message. This is not a personal reading type of thing. So if you want to stay and see if there are messages for you here as you watch, perfectly fine. But just please don't flood the chat, okay? I'll greatly appreciate that. But again, you're more than welcome to stay. Welcome, Afia from Pakistan. Welcome. I live here in the United States. I'm from Connecticut. But again, if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. Just please don't, again, like I said, don't flood the chat, okay? All right. So, ooh, wow, look at that. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. We have it on the bottom right there. So for some of you, it could have even been an ending of something that you felt was like, I heard the dynamic duo. Interesting. Maybe there was something you felt was very stable with a person, and then it didn't really, go as planned is what I'm kind of getting, if it was a romantic thing. Hey Lisa, how are you? Welcome. All right, let's see what else is going on here. And if it wasn't that, it could just be something, again, going back to like that sense of stability. Knowing that you want that, right? Knowing that you want something that's concrete and not wanting to, be wrapped up in things that don't allow for that sense of stability. Because we do also have the Three of Pentacles here on the top. For somebody in particular, there could have been like a third party connection that caused things to fall apart. If this is more of a romantic thing that was going on, yeah. See, Seven of Swords in the middle of the deck, so there is a sense of deception, some kind of way. And take the messages as they resonate. So even like, and we talked about the workplace stuff, right? Very strong vibe of that. So you want something stable, the energy is not stable, and there are people who are doing a lot of this, right? Like I said, this is a collective message, guys. Collective, 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 collective. Meaning it's for everybody, not personal. So you can take the messages as they resonate. What is the environment here? What is the environment for the collective? If this is their message. The Lovers. Hard choices. Very, very hard choices to make. When are things that, you really care about, right? Or just trying to find that willpower because of the fact that you put a lot of effort and energy into something. For some of you, it's like family, oriented. Your own family situations and, a marriage or something, a relationship. Kids could be involved for some. And it makes it very difficult to be able to say, damn, I can't stay here. I can't do this. There's no room for growth here. Makes that decision that much more difficult. Again, Temperance. It's like I think this is like the third time that this is coming up, third or fourth. Finding that harmony, peace, and balance. A lot of major arcana, by the way, guys. Lots of major arcana have been showing up throughout this reading. A lot. So a lot of major transitions happening in your life at this time, if this is your message. Now, I will say this. Again, we said this earlier, you might even be kind of, feeling like, hi, Sandra, this is just a collective message right now, love. But you're more than welcome to stick around if you'd like. Welcome. So we do have Ace of Wands here again in the middle of the deck, in the reverse. So it's giving this energy of, there are delays or there's like that loss of a spark, right? After so many disappointments, you're like, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I think you guys are starting to figure out, despite the delays, despite the disappointments, despite losing that spark, you're understanding, okay, well, if I make the decision that's best for me right now, take this out. You know what I mean? Learn the lesson, right? Don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as a lesson that allows for growth. When you allow for yourself to see it that way, from that mindset, that's when you start to see the changes happening. Okay? Hope that makes sense so far. Alright, so let's see. What is the hope and or fear here for the collective? What's the hope and or fear? Thank you. Queen of Cups. I'm getting that you guys just hope that you'll feel emotionally fulfilled. That's what I'm getting. It's like when you allow yourself to, remove your energy from things that don't serve, you're still in this energy of like, but I also want to just be happy. I want to feel good about this decision. I want to feel good about where I'm headed. Yeah. You want to feel inspired. Page of Wands. Yeah. You want something that's lucrative, something that brings in wealth, stability. We keep talking about that. It's been shown up a lot. You're just hoping you make the right choice to, be able to pursue that. What is the likely outcome? What is this? I am getting that you have to be mindful of the approach of other people and what they want to offer. I heard underhanded. We have the Emperor, and it also came out along with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Be mindful of people and their true intentions and what they have to offer you, because even at a job, for instance, somebody can try to say, oh, this is what we're going to offer you, blah, 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 blah. Be very mindful of underhanded uh, uh, I was gonna say offers and opportunities at the same time, so that's why I said it all weird like that. But yeah, just be mindful of those opportunities as they present themselves, because people might not always, have your best interests. They might see what you are able to bring to the table, and they're like, ooh, let me try to reel that person in and sell them a hope and a dream that everything's gonna be great at this job or something, and or at this company. And yeah, partnerships. For others, though, I will say this: if it's romantic, it could also be possibly an Aries, or just somebody who's very like domineering, maybe trying to come back around with an offer that is not, yeah, not what you want. It could be romantic for somebody. Take the messages as they resonate, right? But yes, fairness is very important, right? With the Six of Pentacles here on the top of the deck. You don't want somebody who's going to come in breadcrumbing and offering you bullshit. It's a warning. So they're like, there's illumination here. What's the 411, hun? There was just literally just a second ago, there's 4 people and 11 legs. Like, there's illumination about what is coming through, what's coming towards you. I'm also getting like, just kind of take control and ownership over your own life too. I'm getting that as well. When it comes to being able to work towards the things that make you happy, not holding on to other people's bullshit, not allowing people to come in with their bullshit and try to deter you off your path, right? They could come in with all these offers and apologies and all that nonsense. Don't let it, like, I heard the word adhere. Don't let it stick, right? Because it's given like they're just gonna try to stay stuck to you. And if their intentions aren't the best, then I don't think that's an energy that you actually want around you, right? Just be cautious, be mindful of that. Again, it's gonna look different in different ways for different people, right? So, take the messages as they resonate, but there is something that has to do with, like, again, an investment overall. Things that you have already put energy into, trying to either spin the block, or you're removing yourself from things that just, it doesn't sit well with you anymore. It may never really truly have, and you're realizing that now. You're realizing it more and more. Any last message from here? From the tarot, that is. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups here. We saw that a little while ago, a couple of times, I want to say. So there is an energy of like rejecting something, or feeling a sense of overall like apathy, just not feeling fulfilled at this time. They really want you guys to focus on, pouring into yourself right now. Reject anything that makes you feel like you're doing too much, or it just doesn't feel fulfilling. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, especially when it comes to like different types of partnerships with this Three of Pentacles. Work related a lot, showing up of that. But just in general, being mindful even of people and what their real intentions are. Those people, again, who go, yapping, talking all that shit, yeah, look, how the deck split is split like this. So we're gonna look at both. So we have the Hanged Man, releasing, surrendering, right? Surrendering control. You guys know that there are just certain things in people that just don't. It doesn't make sense anymore for you. You gotta take that leap of faith. I saw how that deck split all weird like that. They're like, you got to do what's best for you, honey. You can't stay in those situations anymore. We do have like different types of messages showing up throughout this reading. So what I'm gonna do is read some oracle too, just to kind of see if there's any other energy that pops up that you guys should be privy to and be aware of. Just gonna unplug this real quick because I'm gonna keep on kicking this cord and I'm gonna end up knocking it over and that's gonna be annoying. So I am gonna pull maybe, I'm thinking maybe like 3 cards from here. The Cosmic Insight Oracle. See if it aligns at all with this or if there are any other messages that you should be aware of. As I say that, what's on the bottom? Caution. So, yeah, we are getting, we got moving. We talked about that energy too. So, very interesting. I was saying something about like, something about stability, independence, moving on from something. So, kind of makes sense. Now keep in mind again, this is a general message. Thank you, Lottie, for helping in the comments. Greatly appreciate you with the moderating. So yeah, let's get like maybe 3 from here, and then I have some other decks to possibly read from, if Spirit so sees fit. And then that will be the end of the reading. So moving on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So reading this intuitively, it goes really back to what we already said. Accepting defeat. Whether it's, romantic partnership or just accepting something is, there's a door that needs to be closed. We're getting that energy. And they're like, yes, it's done. Whatever it is, luck is on your side. They're like, don't worry about what's gonna, transpire after that. Just know we got your back. The Most High, your spirit guides, so on and so forth, they got you. You're gonna be fine. Okay? It's time to manifest something bigger and better for yourself. What's he say here? Tell the universe exactly what you want. Exactly. Make room. Make room. We're almost in fall season. That's all about making room. Let the old shit fall off so they can welcome the new shit in. The stuff that's been lying dormant is going to be dormant for a little while. It's going to take some time to get there. And when it gets there, oh, baby, you guys are going to be in a very different place. It might take some time. Patience is a virtue. But just know, they got your back. For somebody, it could be water sign energy. You could either be a water sign yourself or a person in your energy is a water sign who's very closely related to this reading. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces here. That person might have an addiction, or addiction could be a factor. Challenges with unhealthy habits and financial struggles. Now, I will say this, I was picking up on something being very emotionally, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I did pick up on a little bit of a prominence when it came to emotions. Like, it wasn't like, the cards didn't necessarily say it, but I was feeling it. I was like, your emotions or your thoughts might get you confused. I did say that. So I'm kind of getting like overthinking kind of vibes too. It's not necessarily like an actual addiction. I did also pick up on codependency, so that could be a thing for someone. Only take the messages as they resonate. But I am picking up on that possibly. We have love spell here. You've been bewitched. So for somebody, it could be something along those lines. Now, again, that's not for everybody. But they do want to caution someone that that could be the case. Okay. So, but I'm definitely getting like, just check your emotions, a little bit of that. All right, see like 2 more from here, Spirit. Love spell here officially on the spread now. You really want to put that out there, okay? Let go. I heard the word enamored. Maybe you felt really enamored by someone. It might not have been like an official love spell type of thing. It could just be like really strong emotions. Where you might have been like really caught up on somebody, or they could have been really caught up on you. But there's this letting go energy. Transformations happening, right? Make room. I just said making room. Make room for the new beginning. It's on its way to you now. Being able to recognize, like, you're not under this hold or this spell that, you might have felt like you were under for a little bit. Whether it's love related or just feeling like, something is in general had a really tight hold on you that you cared about a lot. Work, friends, family, whatever the case. I just heard moving, like, and when I'm saying moving, I mean like moving, like out of a house or somewhere where somebody felt so connected to for a long time, and just realizing this, like that, I'm getting like Luther Vandross, like a house is not a home. Like, it's starting to feel like a shell. Ooh, I feel emotional a little bit. Something feels like an empty shell of what it used to be for somebody. That seems very specific. That's not going to be for everyone. But, oof, I didn't like that feeling. You might have stayed somewhere way longer than you should have, and it's starting to hit you more. Somebody bite me from the south. Wow, that got a little bit interesting. Commitment. Things are getting serious, so there could be a severance of ties when it comes to a commitment. Interesting. One more from your spirit. Intuition. Intuitively, you'll know if this is your message. But I'm also just getting, paying attention to your own intuition. Whether that card just jumped out of my hand. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. They're like, listen, please trust in it. You might not want to listen sometimes to it, but they're like, please listen. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. So somebody's going to be trying to come back around. These are people who you've, kind of cut ties with, or you've been in the process of doing so. Commitment is here again. Oof. For some of you, especially if it's like a love related thing, they had a third party situation involved, and that's why it went this way in the first place. Tough titty. Someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Third party connections. So, let's say if this is romantic, you ended up figuring out, and intuitively you might have knew something for a bit, and you were like, I'm just going to ignore this. I'm going to keep ignoring this. And then everything just kind of fell right on your lap, and you can't ignore it anymore. It's giving me that. And then you had to do what you had to do. So you had to make a hard choice, or you're in the process of working on it. Interesting. I'll keep in mind that part of the message is not going to be for everybody. But for those of you who do feel like this is more related to love as opposed to career, even though it's like the bigger message that we're going throughout, we're going to also read from here, the Love Vibes deck, because we are getting that energy as well. So I'm going to read from here, and then I'm going to read from what I have over here, like 2 other decks, and then at the end of the reading, I'm not going to go too crazy. Alright, we have Digital Love. You're vibing through screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life, along with living the dream. Interesting. Living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. So I will say this. With how it's split like that, I'm getting that there, for some of you, not all, you could have been dealing with somebody who was mostly like, online dating or something like that, and you might have been sold like a hope and I can't get the words out. You see how like I can't even get the words out? Spirit is like, we want you to say this, but at the same time, the person who this is about, they don't want you to know this. So I can't even get the message out. I'm going to, but they're making it very difficult for me to say it. They sold you a hope and a dream. And either they played a lot of games with you online, or you met them online, started to date, and then they were doing a lot of bullshit online. And it's going to be something like that. You know, I'm getting that they were still perusing on, you know, dating apps and shit when you were together and like that type of thing. And it's like, nah, that's bullshit. Like, why would you want to be with somebody who's doing that? Yeah. Maybe they were afraid of love. Maybe they were, you know, they felt so intensely, you know, they don't want me to say these things, but I'm going to say it. They might have felt such an intensity of the connection, and they're used to just having bullshit connections. So when it came to you, you come in and they're like, wait, now I'm afraid. And that's where the secrets and lies start to come in. Yeah, look, afraid to love. And both of them have like a lock. You see that, right? Like there's like this, you know, there's hidden stuff, and there's also just this fact that they built a wall that was like, well, how am I ever going to be able to, you know, really connect with you if there's always a wall there? Because you're afraid, or because you're telling all these fucking lies. Like, well, just be a hoe and be with all these other people. You know what I mean? Like, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? Because clearly, you know, this is probably maybe something you said to this person, or this is how you felt. Like, clearly I'm not what you want. you want all the things, and I'm not providing that for you. So go do your own thing. Don't waste my fucking time, because I will be just enough for somebody else. You know what I mean? Let me know if that resonates for anybody. But that's gotta be somebody's story. Yeah, I'm getting like wandering eye energy. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Open relationship. That's probably what they really wanted. This card is supposed to, it's like the instructions. I should have took that out. I always do that shit. What's underneath that? Yeah, a lingering ex, and or they wanted an open relationship. Could be both for some. Yeah, nobody wants to fucking deal with that bullshit. Like, just do your thing. If you don't want to be exclusive, do your own thing. Like, why waste anybody's time? That's so silly to me. You know, at these big ages that a lot of us are at this time, like, why are we playing these games? We're not in high school. Like, we're not in college. Like, we need stability. And if you can't provide that, leave people alone. Again, there's nothing wrong with open relationships if you're all open to it. That's fine. That's your own thing. But don't put somebody in a position where they didn't sign up for that shit and you're on some bullshit. Like, no, not cool. Just not. You know? Yeah, and then you end up having arguments and shit about it, and it ends up being a very toxic situation. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Alright, so let's get like, we're just gonna go like 2 from here. We don't have to go too crazy, because like I said, I have a couple of other decks I want to read from before we close everything out. I don't want to be here too long. What time is it? It's still pretty early, actually. I say early in the sense of I still have a decent amount of time to, you know, woosah after the reading, listen to my other girls and stuff like that, put them on my little list of things to listen to before I go to sleep. Ooh. Fading feelings here. So there are fading feelings happening. You know, maybe they're, for those of you who are resonating with this being more about love, the feelings are starting to fade because you're starting to see people for what they really are. Yeah. And again, lingering ex, this flipped, and I didn't even realize it flipped. Yeah. That past person could be a big part of the reason why the feelings are starting to fade. If you start to notice that there's somebody who's like still around and you're like, what's up with that? why they still always kind of in the picture. That will make you lose feelings real quick. We talked about this recently, that there's a very big difference between being in love and loving someone. Being in love is very, very circumstantial. So guess what? Once you start to see bullshit happening, your feelings will change. So when you're seeing your person, or who you think is your person, who's hoeing around and shit, still focus on exes, or still fucking talking to people on dating apps and shit like that, whatever the case, everybody got different shit going on, but let me know if this resonates. It will put you in a position where your feelings are going to change. And then when those feelings change, this is what happens. The Tower. Because guess what? Now you're faced with a really, really hard decision to say, I can't stay here. I've invested a lot of my fucking time and energy, but I'm not going to stay there. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Fuck around and find out. Yeah. And then what happens? A breakup. Let me know if that resonates. That's somebody's story. I'm telling you. That is somebody's story. Yeah. And then you might even recognize that it wasn't even really love. It might have just been infatuation. Those are very different things too. Maybe they was just slinging some good dick, or the pussy was real good. I don't know. Everybody got different shit going on. Blessings is probably like, damn, what the fuck that just walk into? Hey, Blessings. The best moderator ever. How you, my love? Miss you. Yeah, but now it's time to make a move. Do what you gotta do to go into a new direction, right? Whether it's moving on completely from something, or maybe revisiting the idea of going into the dating world again for some, right? It could be different for everybody. Everybody's got different things going on, right? All right, let's get one more from here, Spirit. I'm picking up on this, like, probably one more. And then, yeah, see? Somebody might have had ulterior motives. And those ulterior motives, you're like, yeah, no thank you. Yep. Maybe the ulterior motive was they felt safe with you, but they didn't necessarily want you. They didn't necessarily love and care about you, like, actually. They just felt safe. You gave them that safe space. I'm getting like homosexual type vibes. Like, ladies, be careful. It's getting cold soon. Just saying. We've all been there. you got a nigga who comes around right around this time of year, gets in good with you, so that they could start leaving their shit at your fucking house, and next thing you know, they damn near live there in the next few months. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the okey doke, ladies. Don't do it. We've all been there at least once. At least. Don't do that shit. This is a warning. Spirit said, don't fall for that bullshit again. Don't do it, okay? Oh, Spirit's funny. Yeah, because they're going to keep you in a place that's undefined. Everything's always this wishy-washy, up in the air. You don't really know what the fuck's happening in the relationship. You ain't got time for that. Yep, no strings attached. There you go. Open relationship, no strings attached. Like, get the fuck out of your face. Like, these are people who just, they're on bullshit. They're on bullshit. They don't really want what you want. Yeah. All right, let's see. To be honest with you, all right, just because of the fact that we were getting different types of messages throughout the reading, I don't want to make it seem like it was a love reading, because that was not necessarily what was happening, but it's something that started to happen towards the end, or like where we are now, I should say. So we are going to read from this one, and then we're going to read from the angel answers, and that will be the end of the reading. So this is the Shaman's Dream, and I miss my girl, or our girl, guys. Veronica from I Inspired Tarot. Love her. Hope she's doing good. We do hear from her from time to time, but yeah, that's our road dog right there. So she gifted me that deck there, and or this deck I'm about to read from. So yeah, miss my girl. I'm gonna check up on her. But yeah. Lati said no bags allowed. I just heard no dogs allowed. No dogs allowed. Somebody might like Snoopy Come Home. That was way before my time, but I used to watch it as a kid. love it. It's up there in age, but it's a good one. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's hard to find it though. Like you can't find it on like YouTube or anything like that. I think you have to find it on like back's starting to hurt. Yeah, I think it's like available on like streaming services nowadays. But oh my god, like I used to watch it all the time. I know all the songs and stuff from it. But yeah, my dad, he recorded it on VHS, and I used to just play it all the time. So somebody might resonate with that. A fellow Snoopy or Peanuts fan. I love them. But yes, let's grab a couple from here. Let's put this deck. Beloved. Lati, that's what she calls people. All right, beloved. I love how she says that. I think that was one of the first things that I was like, I like her energy. It's just different. When I first started watching her all those years ago. God, how long has it been now? What year was that? It's been like 4 years, I think. I want to say, yeah, 4 years. I found her, or came across her, I should say, and I was like, she's different. It's like, I love the energy, and I was like, something about her, just like the energy, and she, to this day, she always calls everybody beloved. I know, isn't that crazy, Lati? Wow. Yeah, so spirit, they're calling out you a little bit on that. I feel like we have radical acceptance here. Okay. Along with, as we're talking about 4, huh? Look, 40. Oh, I actually had caught a screen grab of, there was 444 or 444 and 40% on my phone earlier. I meant to send it to our group chat about phone with numbers. Mindful groupthink. Interesting. So maybe accepting that we don't want to allow ourselves to get too stuck in the concept of, this is what I'm picking up on, let's not get too wrapped up in the concept of accepting things just because it's what we're supposed to do. It's given kind of that, like, that's what I'm picking up on right now. Yeah, sometimes we might find ourselves staying in situations and circumstances longer than we should because we think that's what we're supposed to do, because that's what the collective, and when we say collective in this case, I mean like, your family, what's accepted at work, right? Oh, this is the way that we've always done everything, and you go to a place and you're like, or you've been there for a while, you're like, this is bullshit, why are we doing it like this? You get kind of caught up in doing things the same way all the time. That's groupthink, so being able to accept, okay, well, maybe, just maybe, it's okay to like think outside of the box. There's definitely something about the number 4 that's going to be prominent. 4 people and 13 likes. 13 adds up to the number 4. Rent, stop it. That's what I'm getting. Something really, really powerful about the number 4 at this time. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we can't, we have to think for ourselves. We have to be free thinkers, right? That's what I'm getting. Even when we've invested a lot of time or energy into, things, people, situations, whatever, being able to acknowledge and accept, okay, wait a minute. I might have put a lot of time and energy into something or someone, whatever the case, but it doesn't necessarily make it right. It's okay to question things. Spirit said it. I mean, look, it's here again. Bottom of the deck. I kid you not. I kid you not. Top of the deck. Wrench. Skybridge. Possibility for union. Sometimes we have to accept that, certain things are just not for us in order to move onto a new direction towards the things that are for us. And we become, let's say in a really weird way, why am I saying it like this? We become one with the things that are coming towards us that actually do serve our highest good. This sounds weird, saying it like that. We become one with it. I don't know what I'm saying like that. I don't think I've ever worded it that way before. but we're gonna go with it. Spirit says, so I'm gonna go with it. Um, we we have whale song resonating. I hope the message is resonating, or maybe again you're maybe being called towards something that aligns with that, right? Let's get a couple from here, Spirit, and then we're gonna read from the angel answers, and that'll be the end of this reading. Very interesting. I'm gonna eat something. So all I had today was a couple of chicken tenders and broccoli. So I'm starving. But but I'm alright. Teachability with Hollowbone here. So, being able to adapt, right? Going back to the energy of group think, right? When we're in the energy of just thinking how everybody, like hive mind type shit, everybody thinks the same way, everybody's doing shit the same way all the time, no questions asked, that's not good. There are some things that it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then there are some things where it's been broken for a very long time and it's time to fix it. It's time to do something. We have to be able to remain adaptable, teachable, so that way we can fix the things that are broken, whatever that may mean to you. It's going to be different for everybody. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Yeah, you might go back and forth about what it is that you're meant to do. And we did talk about that energy of feeling a little bit indecisive, possibly for some. Like, what do I do? How do I do this? What does this all mean? Questioning everything, right? We have benefactor here, grace and generosity. Move with grace as you learn. I heard stepping stones. I heard cobblestone too. Have you ever tried to wear high heels on cobblestone, ladies? Or guys who, are with it. I know some guys who walk better, who identify as, they're queer. Like, I'm not saying like in a bad way. Like they call themselves that. I'm not being mean, but I remember like probably like a few years, it was a few years ago now, that walk challenge thing. Let me see you walk. Y'all remember that challenge? I had some of my friends, my gay guy friends who call themselves queer, who can walk like nobody's business in the craziest heels on cobblestone. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you not break your fucking ankles? I'm just like, it's amazing. It's so cool. But yeah, I'm getting something like that. Yeah, balancing acts, like teeter tottering, throat chakra. That was weird. Where did that come from? That was funny. But yeah, like definitely giving like balance. Balance your ankles, nigga. Like you walking all over all this shit in your life, and you gotta balance it out. Make sure those ankles are strong while you do it. Just saying. That was a really weird analogy, but that's what my spirit guides do. They be saying some weird ass shit, guys. I'm just saying. We have caterpillar here, opportunity. Yeah, balancing it all out so that those new opportunities as they come, you can be adaptable and change. Interesting. I haven't worn heels. I mean, I wear heels, but like I haven't worn like heels. It's so like I could walk like nobody's business in some 5 to 6 inch stilettos, like, and run. Because I think lessons just says something nice to be able to run with heels. But after the kids, I can only walk in platform shoes. I mean, shit, you can still wear even that. Like, yeah, like my shoes now, still very cute shoes, don't get me wrong, but like I think I can only really rock with like a 3.5, maybe 4-inch heel and be comfortable, depending on like how the shoe is built, because like some shoes are just too much for me now. Let's get one more from here, Spirit. Yeah, some shoes are just like, yeah, no. Like, I'm gonna have to go through my whole storage unit and just go through the clothes and the things I used to wear, like my shoes and stuff, still in boxes, some stuff with tags, whether I just can't fit it anymore, I just know damn well I can't walk in them shits anymore. Because, like, cute stuff. Cute stuff. But, like, girl. Like, you know you ain't wearing that ever again. Right. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all that stuff because I gotta like downsize my storage unit. I'm tired of spending almost $500. Mostly like it's furniture in there too, but like most of it is fucking clothes, and I'm just like, or a lot of clothes, not most of it, but a lot of it is clothes. I have like, what is it, like two big ass, like those really big bins of shoes, 2 boxes of those, or whatever, containers, and then 2 containers, same size, of clothes. And that's not to mention the stuff that I have here, which is like another like 3 of those slightly smaller bins like that. I have a lot of clothes. I used to have a little bit of a shopping problem, so just saying. My goodness, crazy. So if anybody wears a size 7, let me know in terms of shoes. Let me know. Might be to send you some stuff. We can talk about prices. Yeah, I think I want to try the Vinted thing. I see the ad all the time. I think that would be a really good look because like some of the stuff is like designer stuff too. So I'm just like really cute stuff. Why not, right? All right. I'm sorry, guys. So we have Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom. So you got this energy coming in where, you know, some of this could have to do with your own family, right? And I did mention that a little while ago. I was like, you know, because I said everybody's going through a different thing, right? So, you know, for some of you, it could be like that family dynamic coming through, which we've seen throughout readings a lot lately. The other message I'm getting too, it could be more like you're just energetically protected by the family. They're putting and instilling that energy into you. Very interesting. The other message I'm getting too, going back to kind of like the first portion of what I just said, that groupthink thing that we were just talking about, when that makes a lot of sense. It definitely ties in. When you're trying to do things the same exact way or think the same way as your family and stuff, right? You start to realize this might not be the best thing for me and my family, or for myself and those coming after me, my kids, my grandkids, so on and so forth. You might want to do things differently, and that's okay. So, you know, there was multiple messages in that I was picking up on. Let me know if any of that resonates. I'm 5 feet up, so I need to talk. Oh wow, you're 5 feet. Aw, you're fun size. You were the same size. You were a size 7. And you're like, okay, girl, we might have to talk. I might have to go to my storage unit. I haven't been there in months, and just show you what I have, because I have really cute shoes in here. Like I said, and then like my unit is temperature controlled, so like it, you know, the humidity and stuff, like it has it balanced out. So because I have my dad's equipment in there too, like amps and guitars and stuff, so I gotta make sure that the temperature is right in there. So hopefully there's not like any what's that called, dry rot, like for stuff that hasn't been, you know, properly stored, like shoes and stuff. It should, a lot of that stuff should be in really good condition, right? It's cute stuff. All right, we got on the bottom, benefactor, grace and generosity here again. You know, there could be these messages coming through, and they're like, listen, we're trying to help you. Joyful muse, inspiration. They want to inspire you to do something different. That's what I'm getting. Or you could use, you know, this new, you know, like this newfound knowledge to be inspired too. Dust devil, moving out of stagnation. Yeah, you're no longer stuck. You're not allowing that group think I heard the word activity. Let's rock with that. That groupthink activity in your own head be the thing that keeps you on the same path for too long, is what I'm kind of picking up on. All right, let's see. So we're gonna read from one last deck, which will be the angel answers. And that will be the end of the reading. I do hope that you guys have been resonating with this message and that it's been helpful. I know I did a little bit of rambling at different points, and I do apologize. I'm a rambler sometimes. Yeah, I talk about some random shit sometimes. What can I say? But I do love the fact that a lot of you guys have still stayed around and entertained my bullshit. I love y'all. Thank you for what you do. So they are saying, for certain things, it will never be the right time. Perfect timing versus no, with an exclamation point when we split the deck. Very different energies, right? So what I'm getting is just like they're putting an emphasis on the fact that there are certain things it'll just never be the right time for it. So why hold on to it? It's not gonna change. It's not gonna get better. Get out of there. Get out of Dodge is what I just heard. Get out of Dodge. Um, Whatever that means. It's gonna look different for everybody, but yeah, this wisdom that you're gaining, right? Do what you gotta do about that, or with that information, right? All right, so we're gonna get like 2 to 3 cards to close out the reading from here, and then that'll be the end of the reading. I do hope that this resonated, though. Definitely enjoyed giving you guys this message. I also enjoyed showing you guys my battle scars and stuff earlier in the reading. Oh, how's work going? Oh, you want to see how work's going? This is how it's going. Day 3 with the kids, But yes, we have improving health here, which I love. I love to see you guys are working on finding that balance within yourself, within your body. We saw the Temperance card show mad times. We saw the Star card also. Like, definitely, just this energy of, focusing on yourself, your well-being, right? The things that you put all that energy and time, effort into that just don't sit well with you. You're like, yeah, I'm good on that. Those are things that it'll just never be the right time. Ask your angels. Your angels will guide you along the way. They will let you know what you need to do. You felt guided to this reading for a reason. There for a lot of you who came across this, there is a message, even if it's just a very, very quick little line of something that I said. I say quick. Wait, I can't even repeat that because I didn't do it on purpose the first time. Quick. I can't do it. It's giving me like somebody might like this is what I'm picking up. See, I ramble. Family Guy. Who quick? I can't repeat it though. It was completely by accident. So the spirit is being funny right now. They're like, yeah, let's fuck with them a little bit more. Okay. Something can happen a year from now. Where you might see a lot of major changes happening. And we did kind of say, like, some of this stuff is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's okay. That's been an energy that's been showing up a lot lately. Like, this energy of being more flexible, right? Allowing for ourselves to be, moldable, right? Hey, MGJ, how are you? Welcome. We just came right on time for closing messages if you want to hear these last messages. If you would like to play this from the beginning, you can. But yeah, we're about to close everything out, and then I'm going to post this up in a few minutes, and then you can always check this out from the beginning if you'd like. But yeah, this is just a collective message. But it was a good one. I hope that those of you who were able to watch got something out of it and enjoyed it. That's always the goal. All right, so let's get a couple messages from here, Spirit. You're welcome. Blessings. Love you. Remain positive. That's right. Yes. Allow yourself to, be adaptable, grow. Be welcome to change. Not easy. Trust me, I know. I get it. But I do feel like Spirit is saying that. They're like, this is a time to, yes, you've put a lot of time and effort into a certain situation or a person, whatever the case, but they just want you to stay positive. Understand that, even with the ebbs and flows of life and all these different changes, the tower moments, all this shit that happens, that sense of adaptability and being open to, what's to come, just continue to do the work, guys. You guys have been doing it, yes. So for some of you, something could happen a little bit more sooner than in a year. For some of you, it could be, within the next, few weeks. Depends on, your circumstances. But just understand, it is time to recognize for some aspects of your life that you were holding on to, it will never be the right time. It just won't be. So just understand that. They're gonna give you the answers. We got ask your angels one more time there, and let's get one last card. Oh, what's this? Romance. I'm not even asking the question. They're like, oh, for some of you, romance is not the thing that they want you to focus on right now. They're being very honest about that with you. This might be a time to practice forgiveness, let things go, right? Forgive yourself for things that might have taken place and maybe staying too long, or how you handled things, whatever the case. Take it as it resonates. Don't shoot the messenger. But for those of you who do resonate with the idea of this is more about the romance piece that we were picking up on, they do want you to know, like, one of the biggest things that you can do at this time is focus on not holding on to the things that no longer serve. And that could be one of the best ways that you adapt and welcome in new love. Yeah, wait. Definitely big emphasis on that. But that patience, baby, patience is a virtue. There will be success. So right now, I am getting like this energy of just focusing on your overall sense of wellness. I heard well-roundedness. So self-betterment, right, in different areas. Work on your health in different facets. Get your money right. All these different things. Get your home life right. Focus on all those things first. And those, especially for those of you who are resonating with it being about love, that will come later. And the thing is, as you're working on all these different things, all of a sudden, all the people from the past come piling in again, trying to start some bullshit, trying to stir the pot, and you're just like, here we go. They want to warn you about that. And it's going to show up in different ways. Your family too, your friends that you don't fuck with no more. Even old workplaces might try to be like, hey, we have an opening. Are you interested in applying for it or coming back to the job? And you're going to be like, yeah, no, fuck you. It's going to be that. So with all that said, guys, I do hope that you guys resonated with this message. I love you guys oh so very much. And I'm so grateful for you all for, even if you popped in just briefly, or you end up watching at a later time. I greatly appreciate that support. So if you feel so inclined, when I post this up in a few minutes, it will be available to watch from the beginning as a replay. Hashtag replay, baby. You guys could check it out from the beginning. Ooh, there goes the lightning. I was going to say it's going to rain all day, and then it just now started because it was supposed to rain in the morning, and now we're just now about to we had a flash flood warning and everything. But anyway, so until next time, my lovies, you guys have a great rest of your evening. I'm about to go probably check out my girls and their readings that they've posted and stuff like that, or if any of my friends get ready to go live. Check them out before it gets too late, because I know my girl just texted me. Yes, a little after 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens with that. So yes, I love y'all, and I will probably check up on you guys on Saturday. Don't know what we're gonna talk about. We're just kind of rocking with it lately. But yes. Oh, I'm gonna show my battle wounds again, because like everybody's like, oh, how's work been? Oh, check this out. Check out this gnarly bruise here. Fun times. I'm like, wow, I think this is one of the most impressive freaking bruises I've gotten since I've been at my job, and I've been there going on 8 years. I was like, wow, I didn't expect it to look like that the next day. Like, I saw it like welting, and I was like, that looks different, and then it turned into a full-on bruise throughout the day. I was like, damn, that looks crazy. I got a band-aid on my thumb, and my student scratched up my cuticle. I got some bruises on my legs too, because when I took my jeans off, I was like, oh, I think I remember when that chair dinged me in the leg. Like, okay, it makes sense. I got a headbutt to the side of the head today. Thank God for this thick ass fucking fake ass hair, because I didn't feel it. Like, I felt it but didn't feel it. Like, I felt like the shake initially, like, oh, ow. And I looked at the kid and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a calm body. Oh, teacher talk. And but then I thought about it, I'm like, if I didn't have this hair, I would have probably got a concussion, because he had on like the noise canceling out headphone things for sensory purposes or whatever. So like that hard ass plastic and a little bit of metal on it, like he literally hit me like right here, but my hair was like kind of down a little bit over that part of my head. Yeah. So any day for you guys, I got a lot of days to go. So I'll be sharing my fun stories with y'all as we go along. Oh, I got bit too, like 3 times by one kid. Got bit here. Yeah, that one actually really hurts. That one actually hurts the most. Here, which is raised, but it's not bruised. And then he got me. Where else was it? Was it over here? I think, right? You said, I think so, mommy. He got you on the other hand too. Yeah, I be getting fucked up, guys, but it's okay. I still love my students. They beat my ass, and then I give them the biggest hugs before they go on that bus. Like, I love you, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. You did a great job today. Then they go with my ass. I love sharing my stories, so it's fun. All right. So, oh, and there was a whole poop debacle. I left that part out because I was like, let me talk about it after I do the reading. So, if you guys want to hear this fun tale of my life. So, the student who scratched me up here, him and I, we were, he was leaning on me like at the end of the day, and I was just like rubbing his back and rocking him back and forth, and I'm like, wow, it's being very, very affectionate. Must really love me right now. That's fine. You were beating my ass earlier, but it's cool. A little Stockholm syndrome type shit. So just another day in the hood of what I do. And then so all of a sudden, now mind you, he had got a diaper change like a little while prior to that, maybe half hour prior. It was a poopy diaper, and I was like, guys, I can't do a poopy diaper right now. I haven't changed a poopy diaper in years, because my other students, they were completely potty trained, and I'm just like, I don't think I could do it, man. I don't think I could do it. And then so my girl, my home slice Erica, she went and she was like, I got it, I'll change it. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And she changed them again. Oh, or was about to. So listen to this. Homeboy stands up, and I'm looking, I'm like, that's the same stance he had when he was pooping in the diaper before, guys. He got his hand in his ear like this, and he's like doing like a little old man like duck like kind of move, and we're looking at him like, oh shit, he's shitting some more. Because I smelled it, I'm like, uh-oh. I was like, I just hope he passed gas. I just hope it was that was it. Nope, he stood up, pooped some more. And I was like, yo, guys, this is a lot right now. I gotta pee. I'll come back, I'll deal with the diaper situation, right? That never happened, because guess what? I come back to the class, everybody evacuated the room. Why? Because he puked all over the fucking floor as he was having a diarrhea. Poopy diaper. I'm like, I left and came back at the right time, because I don't think I would have been able to handle it, guys. I think I would have threw up. That was a lot. So he ended up, my blessings, I love you, love. I love you. I came back to the room, it smelled so bad. And even in the hallway, everybody's like, oh my God, it smells so bad out here. What's going on? We had to call the nurse on the walkie. Oh my God. Oh, people coming in. What happened in here? Who was sick? Patient 0 right here. Patient 0 right here. And so he won't be in tomorrow. He won't be in tomorrow. But oh, goodness gracious. So I'm just hoping, like, because it's probably a stomach bug. We all kind of said, I think it's a stomach bug. I hope I won't get sick. You said, did I get bit? Yeah, I got bit like 3 times yesterday. with my quick fight that I had with my students. And I had him when he was little too. Like I had him when he was like, he had just turned 6 years old on the day I started. I started working on his sixth birthday. Not the kid that pooped and stuff today, but my other student. So those two though, they've been together in almost every class that they've been. They've been together for like 7-8 years. It's so funny that they've been together so long. I know by now they gotta be getting on each other's nerves. They've only been separated like maybe once, like one school year, but otherwise they've been together the whole time. But oh my god, I apologize. I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. I know I'm the assistant. I really respect that you guys really like jumped in and just handled that situation really, because man, listen, I don't think I was gonna be able to handle all that. That was just too much. Like, that was too much. But anyway, like I said, I'm always gonna have little funny stories about what I do for you guys. Like I've seen it all, guys. I've seen it all. I'm still alive. I've had concussions and stuff. Yeah, like a long time ago. We're talking about how long? What would that have been? I've been there for going on 8 years. This would have been probably like 6 years ago, maybe. One of my students, I was right behind him, and he was fine. And all of a sudden, he was very flexible. He donkey kicked off of the table, and like he sent both of us flying backwards. And then I hit the back of my head on like the corner of the wall, and I had my locks back then. So if I didn't have my locks, like my real locks, not this, but like my real locks, I had, like they protected my head, but I still had a concussion. So I would have been probably really fucked up. Because like I remember I got up and I was dazed, and one of my students ran up to me, and he says, and he used to hate me prior to that. Then after that he always wanted to be with me. But anyway, his name, I'm gonna call him P. I'm gonna say his actual name. But he runs to me. He says, Shell, are you okay? Shell, are you hurt? So cute. Mind you, he used to beat my ass. I get up off the floor and I'm like, everybody's like, oh my god, are you okay? My student was fine because he landed on me, but like he was a headbanger, so I was happy. I was just trying to make sure he didn't like try to bang his head on the floor. I was more concerned about that than myself, but I was like looped out, and I was like, I just saw stars, and they were like, you need to go to the nurse. I was like, I'm fine. They were like, no, you're going to the nurse. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the nurse's office, so I'm gonna just go in the corner. And then the nurse came to me and she was like, you need to go to urgent care. So I had a concussion. Oh my god, like I said, that's about 6 years ago. Guys, I'm telling you. At this point, guys, if you're thinking that this is about a reading, it's not. Now I'm just rambling. But I will be doing this at the end of some of my readings because I have to at this point. I have to. This is my venting session now. You know, you guys come to me to vent and stuff and get answers. Now I'm just venting. Yeah, that's that. But it is what it is. Oh goodness. But Ren, cut it out. Alright guys, I gotta go. I love y'all. Thank you guys for entertaining my nonsense for the past few minutes. But alright, so I'll talk to y'all soon. You guys have a great rest of your night. And yeah, until next time. Bye. You know, pray for your girl, you know. I'll show you guys more of my battle wounds. Bye, lovies.